So let me get some shout outs. Great morning, Tiger. Great morning. Great morning, Anthony King. Great morning, Anthony Sharp. Great morning, Antoinetta. Great morning, Avis. Great morning, Burgundy. Great morning, Sade. Great morning, Crystal. Great morning, Eugene. Great morning, Joseph. Great morning, Justin. Great morning, Leah. Great morning, Maria. Great morning, Namir. Great morning, Tiffany. Great morning to Leah. All right, absolutely. There should be way more of us on this call, but obviously, right, we're going to spread the word, right? If anybody hits you up and they need the link, just make sure that they go back inside of Telegram. All right, this morning is a special call. Why? Because there's a few things I want to go over, changes that we have made with the company. And I think that you guys are going to, definitely make sure that you're proud of us, right? I can't wait. Let me get you in here, Nefertiti. Great morning, Nefertiti. If you can hear me right now, let me share my screen with you guys. Give me 1 second here. All right, Dudley, I got you in here now. Guys, we like to start these calls 5 minutes after, by the way. If we join early, we'll go ahead and get started early. Really, I just like to make sure that I give 5 minutes for all the latecomers. So with that being said, let me share my screen with you guys. I want to go over some of the changes that we've made now to the company. Super excited about these changes. Why? Because they're going to allow us to be more efficient. One of the things that we have been working towards is making sure that we're a direct sales company that prides itself on recruiting top tier talent to market for Verizon. Super excited about that because there's 8 states that we can grow into, guys, and I'm excited to be in all of them. So if you're someone that definitely aspires to get out of your comfort zone and maybe help us open up a new market, then definitely do that, right? Reach out, speak with your general manager, show concern, and then obviously do a few things, right? Learn how to sell, learn how to train, learn how to recruit. But simply, some of the changes that we've made is now we've went to Bamboo, obviously, right? So we got a much simpler onboarding process, which we're super excited about. You know, as always, we've always have staff ready to train both virtually and in person for your convenience, obviously, through things like this, right? I think that we're doing a very good job of making sure that we train people online and in person. Obviously, if you haven't joined our meetings on Mondays, then make sure that you are in that office on Mondays. I was just in Philadelphia for their Monday meeting, and I'm going to tell you, you know, I can see it in their eyes. Everybody's lighting up with the information. We were able to roll out something new that we're going to roll out on this call, so be excited about that. We offer online training, and obviously, we got Bridge the Gap University for that 24/7 access, and I want to see more of you guys utilize that system. That's a powerful, positive system where you can be trained. Even after you get off this call, you got videos that you can start to watch. These videos are actually going to make you money, I promise. We also have a transparent work environment. A lot of you guys know, right, that if you've ever worked with a marketing company, you know it's just not as transparent as ours. I believe in being transparent. I believe in making sure that you guys have the information so that you're equipped to go as far as you can in this business. Of course, we have a lucrative commission structure. I don't think anybody would be here if we didn't have a lucrative commission structure. So congratulations on that. And now, the new technology that we're using right now that we're going to go over on this call, I'm super excited about, is our badging system, right? You guys know that we've had issues and challenges with our badging system. Sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes 2 weeks. I've seen it take up to a month, honestly, right? And with that being said, we just do not want it to take that long. But then also I looked at what new technology can we bring to the table, and we were actually able to partner with a company called Repcard to be able to bring you guys a new badging system. This system now also has a smart card ability to it. So literally you're going to be able to maintain your contacts and follow up with your customers. So more on that. We're going to speak about that today in great detail. And then lastly, obviously our podcast, right? I'm not sure how many of you guys have checked out our podcast, but Joseph on this call is on our podcast. We got guys like Tim on our podcast. We have a lot of people on there that we've highlighted, and we're definitely going to make sure that we highlight more. It's something that we've gotten away from as of recent, but only because we've been so busy implementing so many new changes that's going to take our company to the top and help us to continue to be the fastest growing marketing company around. So obviously, thank you guys for starting this journey with us. We're super excited about it. All right, with that being said, let's move forward. You guys know automatically some of the apps that we use, right? But I want to introduce to them to you, and I want to be able to lay them all out for you. First and foremost, you guys know we got Telegram. Telegram is your first app that you actually start working with us in. Obviously, once you're added to Telegram, what do? You get the opportunity to be able to share your sales. It's very important that you're actually able to share your sales. If you can't share your sales with us, then obviously sharing your sales first and foremost allows us to track your sales. So that's important, right? So always do that. Then obviously you want to be able to communicate with other agents. You do that through Telegram, right? You're also able to view your leaders board. What does your leaders board do? The leaders board allows you to be able to feel confident about your progress week over week, as well as day by day. It's broken down there for you. Then you're also able to download a lot of the files that you need for print. Like one of the things that you guys are going to definitely need inside the field, I don't see this too often, is I don't see that flyer that we have that is Verizon approved flyer that says free for the 300 over 300. Feel free to download that. You literally click on the Telegram app, you go to files, right? You look down through there, you find it, you can take it right to any FedEx Kinko's and have them print you off a few copies. Here's a tip. Make sure that you have them laminate that copy, right? I can tell you that once you laminate it, it's yours forever. Why? Because when you hand it to somebody, they know not to just take it with them. They'll say things like, "Hey, can I take this with me?" Not if it's laminated. No, that's my copy. I need that, right? And in this way, you can reuse that same one. Make yourself a few just in case someone does walk away with it. But that's one thing that always helped me. Once you put it inside their hand, they have to stand there. You have them. Right? So now you get a chance to think of something quick to make sure that you can actually get your sales pitch off. All right. So obviously through Telegram, that's how you receive your links for Zoom calls as well. This is also how you monitor incentives. Right. So obviously we could do anything from Cash App bonus today for anybody with 3 sales, Cash App bonus today for the first sale, Cash App bonus today for the last sale. Either way it go, that's how we monitor our incentives. Now, a few things I do want to go over with our virtual office. It's important that you got your name, right? It's important that you got a picture up there, right? However you want to do it, right? You can do a selfie or you can have someone take a photo of you. These iPhones do great things. Just make sure you got your full name and you got your a picture saved of you. Agreed? Agreed. Cool in the game. So now I want to go back up and I want to take a look now at what we have now, which this is new. This is the Bamboo app. Now, by show of hands or maybe just virtually, how many of you guys have actually used Bamboo yet? Yes, yes, yes. All right, maybe drop it inside the chat if you've used it already. This is important. Here's why. I want to talk a little bit about, excuse me, the Bamboo app. Bamboo is going to allow us to become more efficient, right? I call it our virtual HR department. Why? Because again, a lot of times as we start to grow, we start to lose what's called the culture of the company, meaning I can't see everybody. And Bamboo allows me to see everybody. It allows me to know if I got a birthday coming up. It allows me to know if I got someone with a company anniversary coming up, right? But also some other tasks as well, right? It allows us to complete onboarding fast, right? So obviously we can get your direct deposit signed faster, right? If you got any changes to make, we can get that done faster. You can get that right down to your app, right? You fill that out. We already have it on file. There's no misses there, right? Another big one is requesting time off, right? You need time off. Great. We definitely want to make sure that you guys take time off. We just had someone yesterday that needed to take a leave of absence, and I'm okay with that. I just want to make sure that we know. One of the major reasons why I need to make sure that we're in the know if you need time off is because we give a head count over to Verizon. Verizon could call me right now and say, "Hey man, how many people you got in the field right now inside of Virginia?" Right? And I need to know at a moment's notice. I don't need to have to send a message to the manager. I need to just be able to log in and be like, "All right, cool, we got 18 in the field today." And that's super exciting because that makes us look much more efficient. That makes us look ready for the next level. Another thing is this is also how we check in company assets as well now. So obviously, many of you guys have earned your tablet. Congratulations, right? So your general manager should have passed you over a form, had that form filled out. And then now at this point here, to make sure that we have it logged in and checked in, is you will take a picture and you will upload it through your Bamboo. It goes right to your uploaded files. And in this way, we know exactly where that tablet is. We know exactly who it belongs to. right? So that's an important piece to our puzzle that's definitely going to help us. Another thing is company apparel, right? Now, when you fill out your Bamboo, please make sure that you go on there and you put in your size, right? If you're small, great. You know, matter of fact, if you were small and now you're a medium, or if you're a medium and now you need a small, good. Just make sure that you go back in and change it, because every 6 weeks now, every 6 to 8 weeks, we want to make sure that we have a shirt order inside of your office. And I need to make sure that you guys got your shirt orders in, that we know your sizes. So be very mindful of that. All right. And then another thing that our virtual HR is for feedback. Obviously, you know, guys, if you guys know me, you know I like to circle amongst the troops, right? I study Abraham Lincoln's way of leadership, right? And my way of circling amongst the troops as we starts to get bigger and better, right, is to be able to get some feedback from you guys. If you guys got any questions, if you guys got any concerns, or etc., maybe you guys got some complaints, right? Let me see it. Let me hear it. And it's definitely going to be able to get to me. You can just either you want to write a letter and upload it. You can definitely do that. Or if you just want to leave it inside, or if you just want to get in contact with me direct, good old fashioned way, you guys can always do that. But that's Bamboo, guys. This is allowing us to be much more efficient as we start to grow. Questions on that? All right, all right, all right. Your silence is golden. If you haven't logged in to our virtual HR, make sure that you do that. Now, I want to go back up here because I want to make sure that we go back up to these apps. The next app that I want to go over is pretty exciting. I hope you guys are ready. All right, we were actually able to partner with a company called Repcard to be able to bring you a new badging system. It's called Repcard here. It's the one here in the corner. I want to make sure that I go down here, because here's what's important. By the way, say what's up to the guys in Philadelphia. I just took this picture the other day. Super excited about these guys, man, because again, they kicking ass and taking names. They're going on 15 weeks strong now, just growth, right? 15 weeks strong where their head count is amazing. The sales, right, are going up. Despite being down a little bit last week, but obviously we know we got the firepower to do 100 and 160 sales just in one market. So I'm super excited about that. And now we have another team growing a little bit further up, about an hour north, I believe, of Philadelphia. So I'm excited about that. Can't wait to make some announcements about growth. That's what's important here, that you continue to grow. So now let's talk about our new badging system. All right, guys. So now, for those of you guys that are already, we rolled this out to. Matter of fact, if you got a call from Laquita or she called you, right, because she's helping us roll this out. I was in Philadelphia and I was actually able to roll it out to the team yesterday. So each and every one of you guys should have gotten a text message from Repcard. Now, Repcard is also not just how we're going to receive our badges, because I'm also going to show you how to log into Repcard, download the app, log into Repcard, and to be able to send out for your badge. You're going to upload a professional photo, by the way, but then you're also going to download the Repcard app. Okay. Now, follow me, guys. By the way, you might have this text message already. Let me know by show of hands if you guys got this text message already. Tiffany, you don't have it? Okay. I believe that I believe that I sent yours out personally. I want you to take a look. It probably went out more than a week ago. More than a week ago. I should have called you on it though. If not, it doesn't matter. I'm going to make sure that you have it, possibly before the end of this call, because if we got some extra time here, I'm going to set on right now. By the way, do I have Laquita on? Okay. I do not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that before we get off this call, I'm going to make sure, because I can send it out pretty fast on here. Okay, so let's move forward. For anybody who actually already has Repcard downloaded on their phone, I want you to hold it up for me, right to the screen, so that everybody can see that you got Repcard, right? And I'm going to hold mine up. All right, here is my cell phone. You see that blue and white app that looks like a boomerang? Okay, it says Repcard. Once you download it, right, it'll appear on your phone this way. Now, at the bottom here, I got a few different settings. I want to go to home, because inside of home, at the bottom, you guys will be able to see this, and you guys will see if I've already uploaded a photo. Now, here's why this is special, because you also get a profile. Our profiles are already set for you already, right? So now what your badge is essentially going to look like and what it's going to do for you is, right? And by the way, this is a badge I took Misha's, right, this morning, right? So this is a badge that Repcard sent us. Now this, by the way, is something that you can send away for. Let me go over that first. So once you download the app, you're going to be able to log in and you're going to go to the top here. You see where it says ID badge? Y'all see that? I'm going to click on ID badge. Then it's going to come up like this. Now, at first, yours is not going to have a picture. Why? Because you're going to need to upload a picture. But once you upload a picture, you'll see here that the company is at the top, bottom here. It'll say your status inside the company or your position. And then, of course, BIOS by Verizon. Now, when you're ready, you can just order. Now, I just click here, order, and then it gives me a few options. It's going to show me the front and the back of my badge. If you guys notice what's on the back of my badge, it's going to show Bridge the Gap is an independent business and Verizon authorized dealer. So this is for anybody that may need to know exactly what our relationship is with Verizon. But other than that, we are Verizon. Okay. Now, when you scroll down here, you'll see where it shows you a few options. The options that you guys are going to pick, I just want to make sure that you guys can see me here, is the NFC Smart Card ID kit. Okay. Once I press 1, it shows me $15 there, but do not worry, right? Because you don't have to pay. Obviously, it shows $15 there. Then you're going to click at the bottom where it says next. You put in your address where you want your badge shipped. Okay? Make sure that this address is where you want your badge shipped. If you ship it to the wrong address, well, whose fault is that? Right? So please be careful with that. Have it shipped out. It'll even give you a tracking number within 1 or 2 days. I've seen it come to you within 3 days. Right? It may take a little bit longer, but either way it go, it's much faster than the system that we had before. So obviously you just make sure that you confirm it, you get it shipped out there. Now, once you have your badge, here's what it looks like. Now, you may think that this is an ordinary badge. It is not. This allows us to pass out contact. How many times has a customer actually said to you, do you have a business card?
Yeah, a lot of time.
Every day, right? So good. So now at this point here, what you're going to be able to do is, and I'm going to go back. So I have my phone here. Customer says, hey, do you actually have a badge? Absolutely. Do you have your phone? Or better yet, I mean, do you have a business card? You say, absolutely. Do you have a phone? You can literally take it, which is already around your neck, put it to their phone, and now they have your contact. Okay? All they have to do now is save it. What you see that button upload right there? They save it. They can save it as their contact, right? Or if they have Repcard, they can save it right to their Repcard. But once they save it as their contact, they are now in your phone. I mean, you are now in their phone. Simple as that. But here's what's more important and more exciting, right? Now on my phone here, because I do have Repcard, obviously, right? And this is Misha's contact here. I have Repcard. Let's just say the customer said, well, listen, can you call me back at 9 o'clock tomorrow or 9 o'clock today? I'm inside of my app. When it comes up here, if you guys notice, it allows you what's called scheduled text. Let me get you in here, right? So now all I got to do is click on where it says scheduled text. Can you guys see this? At the bottom here, I can actually put it for today. I can put it at 9 p.m. like the customer asked me to do, which is contact them back. And I can do this all right there while I'm with them, meaning I'm doing work now for later. So 9 p.m. today, and then I'm gonna shoot them a text. Hey, following up like you asked about your Verizon service.
Are we able to just let all of our customers scan that so that we could schedule them a text to remind them to apply their ACP code?
Yes, give me a second here. Would you like?
Oh,
Okay, so now I type in here, hey, following up like you asked about your Verizon service, what install date would you like? Okay, so now I got this set and I press done. I know it's going out at 9 p.m. tonight, like the customer just asked me to, because we just met and they were in a rush for whatever reason. Now I click add, and now it's saved and stored. This is work done now for later. I don't have to do anything else. At 9 p.m., whatever I'm doing, I could be driving, I could be home with the kids, I could still be in the field making a sale. This text message is going out. So when they text me back, oh, you actually remembered me, man. Thank you for following up with me. I want you guys to understand something, that the sale is made by following up. A lot of times we're so successful at meeting someone the first time and making that sale, but it's all about the touch points. Sometimes it takes 2 and 3 touch points, and you guys got to be able to follow up. And once we're actually able to follow up, this should increase sales by maybe 2 to 3 sales per week. You guys see where I'm going with this? I'm pretty excited. All right, so obviously there, now that you know what this thing is capable of and how you can follow up, how easy it is to share your contact, does anyone have any questions before I move forward on everything else?
all good.
All right, so let me move forward because it's not done yet, right? So now, obviously, this is what I saved for her and this contact. I am done now. I can just go back out because I already have it saved. And now I'm looking, I'm still inside of my Repcard. Now, by the way, let me do something right now. I want to send one of you guys my Repcard so that you guys can see it. So who can I send my Repcard to?
Me.
All right, Sade. So with that being said, let's take a look here, and I want to show you guys something first. So now there's a number of ways that I can do this, that I can share my contact with somebody. Obviously, the best way to me is being able to tap my badge with their phone, okay? And then they already have my information. But let's just say I don't have my badge on, right? And I have to virtually show them my badge, which I can go back in. Anytime you lose your badge, you got it right here inside your phone. You can pull it up through the app like I showed you guys before. But then you also got a QR code, right? So let me do this. Show you guys that as well. So at the top here, you'll see where it has QR code. You guys see that? Then I can click on QR code. And then at the bottom here, show my QR code. And then I can have them scan this with their phone. Okay. Now, by the way, if you guys got your cell phone, if you're at a computer right now, you can scan this right here with your cell phone. Right? And it'll take you right to my profile. Or I can just send my contact over to you. Okay. So that's 3 ways. There's 3 different ways. So now let me show you how I send my contact over to you. You see at the bottom right here, it shows send.
No.
It looks like a paper plane folded up at the bottom. So let me just click on that. And now, by the way, I just met Sade, right? Now, it's set for a few different settings. Now, I want you guys to take a look at this. Your first setting is a lead. What's a lead? A lead is when a customer doesn't have time for you maybe today. Obviously, they said, hey, can you follow up with me tomorrow? That's a lead. A lead is someone that maybe is running to catch the bus, but they're interested. That's a lead. You just need to be able to follow up. Now, when it is a lead, we have presets here. The presets already have a message, is what I'm trying to say. So here's what it looks like. Hey, Sade, right? Because I'm going to type in her name, so it's automatically going to print her name as well. It was nice chatting with you. Below is my business card link so we can keep in touch about any of your Verizon needs. You can always text me directly, and then it'll have her number there, okay? So that's a lead. Now, let's just say this is an actual customer, though, okay? Let's take it a little bit further. Now, let's just say I already signed Sade up. We got an installation date, right? And now she's actually going to need to make sure that she knows how to follow up, how to get her ACP completed and applied to her bill. Obviously, you guys know we like to put together that text message with the link with the website in it. You can already have this preset because all you need to do is go here, click on customer, right? And then you can change this as you like. Like right now, we have it saying, hey, Sade, thanks for getting started with us. If you have any questions about your Verizon services, feel free to reach out to me. My business card is below, so you can save my contact. Okay, that's simple. If it's a customer. And then by the way, we also get recruits, right? And don't we get paid for recruits? Absolutely. So if a customer says, hey, you know what, by the way, how do I get this job? Well, let me show you right away. Where's your phone? Great. Click right here. And we have it preset as well. We may change these presets, right? But right now you can change them automatically on your end. And it just says, hey, first name, or hey, Sade, it was great talking with you. Below is my business card link so that we can get in contact with you about the position. We will be in touch, right? Obviously already here. Okay. So those are the three. So long as like Sade, I met Sade, and let's just say the scenario is I met Sade, I'm actually on the street, she's running to go catch the bus, she want me to follow up with her, right? So let's just say she's a lead. So I'm gonna press on lead. Wait 1 second. I'm going to press on lead. I'm gonna ask Sade for her first name, which I know it, obviously. I'm gonna ask her for her last name, or I can just do her first name. That first name is important though, right? You can't do last name and not the first name. You need the first name at least. And then at least you need a phone number. And then you can also get an email address as well. So Sade, what's your phone number?
804
Yes, ma'am.
869
869.
7532.
All right. I'm just going to repeat it back just for accuracy. 804-869-7532.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Nobody start just texting Sade randomly, okay? All right. So, by the way, I want you guys to understand, right? So when I put in my contact here, I want you guys to look at my profile. It also is going to give her some videos from Verizon when I send this over, okay? And these are important videos. Why? Because they help us with our credibility and our validity. Meaning, obviously, they're going to see the badge that you guys see, obviously, with our picture and our face next to Verizon by Fios, but then they're also going to come with a little bit more. So let me send this over. So when I click send, it types up that text message for me, okay? And all I got to do is send it. Now, once it's sent, I also just made a profile for Sade. Okay? Now, if she told me and she's running for the bus is my scenario, right? And I said, hey, what time should I follow up with you? Well, give me a call in about an hour. What am I going to do? Right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead here to schedule a text. Now, by the way, I can do appointments as well. Let's just say I had an appointment that I wanted just to alert me. Like, hey, be back at her home at that time. That's an appointment, right? Or I can set up a text campaign, text her every morning at 8 a.m. to remind her that she needs to do her ACP. I can do a text campaign, right? But this right here, schedule a text. And then I go, hey, you know what? For today, I'm going to, let's say it's 7:30. I'm going to text her at 8:30 a.m. right there. I'm going to make sure I type in, hey, ready for Verizon services? Ready for your Verizon services? I like assuming a sale if you guys don't know, right? So I put that here, then I click done, and then I add. Okay? So she'll receive a text message in just an hour. Now, Sade, man, I hope that you are dressed. I hope that you can join this call with us. If not, I should have picked someone with their camera on. Why didn't I? All right? But I need to be able to, I want you to be able to show everybody your phone on what you're seeing on your end. Can you do that?
Okay, wait, just give me 1 second to throw my hair up in a bun. That's it. Hold on.
Let's do it. Let's do it, gang. Antoinetta, looks like you're very peaceful taking a walk.
I'm taking the girls to school.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
Man, it's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. You get a chance to
So beautiful.
man. It's
Thank
nothing
you.
like it. It's nothing like it.
Okay. Just don't look at my hair, guys.
Now you look beautiful. Listen, so can we see what you see on your phone now that I've sent you over Repcard?
Yep, let me see. How do I show you guys my screen? 1 second.
Right, because you're on your phone. You can share it.
Share. It says only you can share right now.
I'm gonna fix that. Hold on. Fixed.
Okay, so can you guys see?
Yes, yes, it's starting right now. So we'll be able to see it soon. All right. So this is, I hold it right there, Sade, real quick, right? So this is the point where this is the text message that she just got from myself. Now, by the way, you see where it says PS reply got it and the link will become clickable? On some cell phones, you need to reply got it. So I want you to reply got it.
Oh.
All right. This is exactly why, guys, you guys need to make sure that you have a professional photo. Your validity will no longer be in question with your client when they see you anywhere, obviously, because now they have your virtual business card. They've seen you in person. They've seen what your badge can do. So you click on that now. And now we have a profile. Now, each and every one of our profile will say something different, right? We've been testing a few different things that we find to be really resourceful and helpful, right? Some of us is different, but obviously you can look here. Now, if they want to call or text me, now, first and foremost, right, they need to save me. So you will go to the top left-hand corner and make sure that you press save, right, which is the box with the arrow coming up out of the box. And then at this point here, this is good. You see where she can save me to her Repcard because she has Repcard. So if she doesn't want me saved in her phone, she can just save me on her Repcard, which is through the app. Or she can save me to her phone.
Okay, I haven't made an account with them yet, so.
Okay, well, it should be up soon. So here's what I want you to do if you can. I want you to go back and just save it. You don't have to save it at all, but let's go back. All right, you can X out of there. Okay, now I want you guys to take a look at something. Down below here, she has the option to call or text me just by clicking that button. She has the option to email me just by clicking that button. She has the option to go to our website, which, by the way, we have it set for not Bridge the Gap's website, but we have it set for Verizon.com website, okay? They need to understand that we market for Verizon, so Verizon is at the forefront, and we're Bridge the Gap Marketing, an authorized independent company. Obviously, my calendar goes to a calendar if they want to schedule a one-on-one with myself. If they want a job interview, if they would like a virtual interview, they can do that. They can schedule right there. Or you can press that green and save. Now, obviously, if I'm looking at my bio says something different from what you guys' bio can say, right? But obviously, or you can set it up. I've been known to see different things, right? Some things that we're testing out the referral process. We're testing out how well this is going to do for us. We're recruiting. We're testing out, what this is going to do for us in terms of reviews. If you guys notice, you scroll down a little bit below that, right? You see what others are saying about me. Now, this is a process that I'm super excited about because now if your client is had a great experience with you, right? And they say, well, listen, you've done a great job. You can say, hey, do me a favor, right? On my rep card, on my business card there, you see below, you can actually leave a review. Can you leave me a review, right? And that's payment enough, obviously, right? And then you let them leave you a review. Here is what's so important about this. Your validity will never be in question again. They will know if you're successful or not based on the amount of reviews that you have. And by the way, those reviews go to the entire company. I want you guys to take a look at the reviews that are on here now. You'll notice where Crystal loves Repcard, and I'm going to actually bring her up in just a second here, right? Just to talk to a little bit of what she's been experiencing with Repcard, right? Because we rolled this out to the leadership team more than 2 months ago at this point. So they've had the privilege of being able to utilize this. You can see here that her customers are excited. Even the ones that can't spell, they're excited. But it doesn't matter that they can't spell. It's the fact that they took the time, right? They sat down and they tried to say thank you for your help, for our help. And you guys know what that feels like. That feels good. But it's also here as a reminder, right? That if we're not helping our customer, that yes, absolutely, I want them to leave us a bad review. And absolutely, is the whole entire company going to see it? Yes, the whole entire company is going to see it. So if it's you putting that bad business out there, we're definitely going to be able to see it, and we're definitely going to be able to highlight it. I'm not going to, I forget who was it that asked me the question, but there is no option for you to be able to block it or take take the comments down. Only we can do that. And I like to be able to see them, right? So be mindful of that, right? We need to be on our P's and Q's because most of the time our customers are excited to hear from us and to be able to leave us a review. So I want to stop right there and I want to ask guys, do you have any questions about?
Yes, what's the send referral button at the bottom?
Yes. So at the bottom there, let's just say your client looks at your virtual business card and now they say, hold up, man, my cousin needs service.
Okay, send referral.
Send referral. Have them click it down at the bottom and send referral. On some bios, we're testing out I pay for referrals. Okay, literally have that inside of your bio. I pay for referrals. And then at this point, it's very easy for them to send you over a referral and for you to be able to follow up with them so that you can actually pay them for the referral. A small referral fee, it doesn't have to be much. I've been known to get people, man, a $25 Starbucks card. It goes a long way. People love Starbucks. And it's a very sophisticated thing to do. Good question there. What other questions do we have, gang?
I think I had one more, but I have to go remember it. 1 second.
Come on with it. I'm getting you back in here, Antoinetta. We got you. We got you. All right, gang. So our rep card is going to allow us to get you badged faster and be able for you to be able to follow up with your customers. The more you're able to follow up with customers, the more money you're going to make. Yes, Sade?
When your text came through, I have your number saved in my phone, but it didn't come through as your phone number. So does the app have like its own phone number so they're not getting our phone number directly?
No, it does not. So it's definitely going to be from your cell phone number.
Okay.
It's definitely going to be from your cell phone number, but you don't have to keep them inside of your phone. You can keep them inside the app. Now, I want to move forward if you guys don't have any questions, because it gets better. All right, so now I'm going to go back into my smart card. I have Sade here as a contact. I already set my timer for me to follow up with her at the time that she wants me to follow up. By the way, I've moved on with my clients now at this point. I'm still doing my thing. I'm still marketing. I'm trying to get my next client, right? So obviously here, I'm going to hit save so that I got her contact saved there, along with all of my contacts now is saved, right? Now, once I follow up with a client and they actually sign up with me, then I'll actually change it to signed. So I'll be able to see these ones in green here are people that I sent my rep card out to and I followed up with them and they said yes and they want to sign up. And then I was actually able to sign them up. And then I just went back in and clicked signed. Okay, so that's another trick of the trade. Now, here is something that I really want you guys to pay attention to. If you guys notice at the bottom of my screen, can you guys see where it shows activity? All right, I'm going to click on where it says activity now. When I click on activity, I can see that Sade has viewed my business card. Can you guys see that? Right at the top, Sade Ferguson, lead, viewed your business card. Whenever she watches the videos tomorrow, if she's laying in bed tomorrow night, next week, it doesn't matter, right? It could be a month from now that Sade doesn't look, but if she looks at my business card, I'll be able to view it right here through my activity. And what does that let me know to do?
Reach out to whoever viewed.
Right away. Because now that warm lead just became hot again. Game changer. Any questions on that, gang? I'm so glad that we got a chance to spend this time together, especially on a Wednesday when we're supposed to be learning and making sure that we're growing, because I definitely know that this is going to allow us to be able to grow much faster. This is going to allow you guys to be able to not only put more money in your pocket, but keep that money in your pocket. A lot of times I get a chance to look at the cancels, right? And I send it over to the leadership team like, hey, listen, here's the cancels that we missed. Last week, we probably missed out on about 65 installs altogether as a company, right? So those have to be rescheduled. Now, sometimes Verizon is actually able to reschedule them, but most of the time we need to follow up and we need to be doing our part. And this is an effort to make sure that we are doing our part. Because again, you can actually look at it like a game that you need to play, but it's already there, it's organized for you. It should make it a lot easier for you guys to be able to follow up with your clients. What this does is this rejuvenates all your clients that you have set up previously in the past. I think it was Joseph that I was telling that now at this point here, you have so many possible, because before, if you've been saving people inside your phone, good. Because now you need to send them over your rep card and let them know that you're thinking of them. Hey, how you doing? I just wanted to make sure that you got my rep card, following up with you. Remember, I am the person that you need to get in contact with for any of your Verizon needs. The goal is now for them not to just see you as a flash in the pan, as a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. You tell them, no, I don't want a one night stand. I want to learn a long-term relationship with you. I am your Verizon agent. By the way, I want to make sure right before I move on that we hear from Crystal. By the way, Crystal has 14 reviews so far. She's at a point now where I don't, the best I've ever seen it done. Whereas her customers, while they're signing up, I believe they're giving her a review while they're signing up. So I want to make sure I call out Crystal, give you some praise, give you some recognition right before you take your vacation over the course of the next couple of days. By the way, congratulations, right? You have earned it big time, right? But I want to make sure that we hear from you, Crystal, right? So far, since you've been using Repcard, how do you feel like this is going to change the game?
Good morning. I just feel like with the rep card, it changes it because not only when the people that give me a review, they can actually go back on there and review what other people say. So what happened was one of the customers said they lost my information and they went back to the rep card and actually was able to get my information. And I got a call from that and they end up calling me back and they end up getting installed. But, I like it. And I tell them, they always say like, what I supposed to write? I'm like, write what you feel, write how I treated you. If I treated you poorly, write it down. If I treated you good, write it down. however you feel, it's up to you. I mean, it could be a one sentence, it can be one word, whatever you want to do, just write it down. And that's what I do. And I really like it. I think that's better.
Game changer. Let me ask you, at what point, how do you introduce this system to them so much so? Because obviously, one day I seen you had 4 reviews in one day, right?
Each customer that I go to, every customer that I go to, first thing I say is, can I see your phone? And if they got an iPhone, I scan it. If they got an Android, I send the link. And I just ask them after when I leave, can they leave a review?
Very good. Very good. And now, obviously, right, have you had anyone contact you back and say, hey, I got my cousin, or I got my sister, or I got my brother?
Yeah, that's why I went back. Yeah.
From the Repcard?
From the Repcard, yes. Because she didn't have my number. So yeah, they called me back and I went and I installed.
Powerful. 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 Any questions for Crystal, guys?
So
All right.
so you have the customer letter review after you sign them up?
Say that again.
You have your customers have you write a review after you sign them up,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Oh.
When I get there, I just send the link so they already have it. Because I be moving so fast, I've been and walked off and never done it. So I do it as soon as I get there. And I just tell them, after everything is done, leave me a review.
Have you seen an increase in your sales since you've been doing this?
I mean, I don't really look at it like that because I don't know. Because I sell. So
Crystal trying to say she gets sales regardless.
so I like it. It's a good thing. I really do. I like it. I love it. Because they always got your information. And if somebody want to know something about you, when they click on it, they see it. It's everything that somebody said is right there, and is real.
By the way, I want you to, I want today to be able to share, as you guys download Repcard, I want you guys to be able to share it. You guys got to see this for yourself, right? Obviously we can do a presentation virtually like this right here, and I'm giving you the best description that we possibly can, but you need this technology in your hand. You need to see this. You need to be able to pull this up and actually see the unique way that you're going to be partnering with Verizon now. Obviously, they have the videos there that they can watch the videos on how the installation process works. What is FiOS, right? It takes them right to all Verizon's links so that they can get their questions answered. Your validity is no longer in question. So I'm super excited about this. I can't wait to see what the effects are of this, because a lot of times when we follow up, we get more sales. So with that being said, guys, we'll be moving forward unless you guys got any other questions on this. Yes. All right. So that's one of the ways that we've made the company better at this point here. One of the things I also look at is a few other apps that you guys definitely going to need here. If you guys haven't figured out already, you need to have Zoom downloaded on your phone. If you don't have Zoom downloaded, then how are you going to be able to engage in things like this? So have Zoom downloaded. Make sure that you guys save the links. It's usually always the same link. The links never change, right? So our calls like these, our 7 a.m. call, the links never change, right? You may look forward inside of Telegram, but it's always the same. And then obviously our Friday calls, the links always the same. And then of course you got Bridge the Gap University. You're definitely going to need to do that. What I'm super excited about with this company here, which is different from any other marketing company that I've seen, and I do get a chance to deal with other owners. I get a chance to see what they're doing because I like to keep my ear to the street. Is that here at this company, I'm sorry, please make sure that you're on mute, keep a controlled environment. But the idea is here at this company here, through various mobile applications and digital platforms, we recruit, we hire, we train, we motivate, we mentor, and that's all through your cell phone, guys. which I'm super excited about, and you should be as well, because again, I think post-COVID, we need to be more mobile. You need to be in control of your business more, right? And we understand the importance of just investing in our people, and we strive to make sure that we provide the tools that are definitely going to be able to help you guys to become more successful. When I think about your goals, I think about obviously you being able to do more. I think about more of you guys being able to put a comma inside of your checks. I think about more of you guys being able to store more money your way to make other and bigger investments, things that I could be proud of and excited about. So, any questions on anything that we have went over here today? Because now I would like to open up the call for anything, right? So we can go back over any information I went over on this call, or if you got any questions on anything that might have prevented you from making a sale this week, any emotional outburst,
I got a question.
let's get it.
Yesterday, I was with a customer, and she was so concerned that the ACP program was gonna end, but I couldn't really tell her a definite answer. I just told her I was told that it was indefinite. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am. So, great question, first and foremost, by the way, Burgundy, and I'm so proud of you for being on this call. Really, I believe everybody on this call is proud of you.
Wow, thanks.
Yes. So,
Yeah, Burgundy, you be killing it.
Oh, thank y'all. Y'all too. Appreciate y'all.
powerful. One day when we get your camera on, I'm going to be super excited. By the way, can I just
Okay.
shout out and give a shout out to the people who got their camera on right now? You don't understand how much this means to me. Avis, thank you. You don't understand how much this means to me, right? It's not about looking cute on this call. It's about getting the information, guys. Can I say thank you, Tiffany, for being on this call with your camera on, right? Joseph, you just turned it on. I'm not even giving you a shout out. You was out. Anthony Sharp has been on here the whole entire time with his camera on. Tiger always with his camera on. He never fails, right? I really appreciate that, guys. Let me know that you guys are alive and alert. I feel crazy talking to a blank screen like this, right? And that's the way it feels. If you guys don't have your camera on, I don't know if you're listening or not. I don't know if you're asleep or not. But I want to make sure that I'm not wasting my time, though. So that's good. Now let's get back to Burgundy's question. Now, Burgundy asked a question about, how can she give her client a better answer on, what's going on here? How long is this going to last? Well, I'm going to tell each and every one of you guys, you have to do your due diligence. You have to. This is your business. This is how you make money. Burgundy, by the way, would do about $60,000, $70,000 this year, guys. You guys understand what I just said? Burgundy, how old are you?
I'm 25.
She's 25 years old, right? And on average, she'll average about $60,000 to $70,000 this year. There's no tax taken out of that, so she's going to get all her money. Do you understand? That is real working income. She wants to go buy a home this year, right? All she needs to do is save about $20,000, $30,000 of that, because she don't need the whole 70. She can take care of her lifestyle and then go put $30,000 down on a home. She got a mortgage and now she got equity, and maybe that's a $200,000, $300,000 home. She's up $200,000, $300,000 by just saving 30. Did you guys hear my math on that? Yep, that's how simple it is. So she needs to do her due diligence now. Now let's talk about it. How are some ways that she can do a due diligence? I'm a big fan of YouTube University. How many of you guys go on YouTube University? Me. I love YouTube University. I go right there and I Google ACP program, Affordable Connectivity Program. How long does it last? What's some of the benefits? What's some of the negatives? Right? If you guys have done that before, then you will know that as of just last November, by the way, we haven't even been 1 year since the CARES Act put in place the Affordable Connectivity Program, which now over $3 billion was allotted for Americans to have internet inside their home. That takes $30 off their bill, but Verizon took it a step further and made it free through ACP and the Fios Forward program. Now, I'll take it a step further and do more due diligence. I've never seen them take away a government program. I've never seen it, and you've never seen it neither. And that's how I reassure myself that we're in business.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, God.
So you said, okay, so the affordable connectivity program is $30, but you said that Verizon, because they added the Verizon Files Forward, made it free. Did they? Is their discount gonna be right now for an unlimited amount of time, or would they be able to pull back and take that discount away that they provide, that $29.99,
That's a good
and
question.
just
Yeah.
keep
good
just
question.
the government program? Because I'm thinking, how about, Verizon changes a lot of promotions and a lot of things. How do we know we have, okay, with the affordable connectivity, I know that could change when the next president comes, just like he took Obamacare. It depends on the president that comes on or not, which he wants to keep on that budget going into that. But now with the discount from Verizon, I'm wondering, would they pull back on their discount at one point or another?
Great question, first and foremost, by the way. And absolutely, they can, right? But you got to look at the incentive for them not to. You got to look at the fact that we're getting better with this promotion. Now they're moving into a new way where we can just go online and apply their ACP benefits. You know, I think the closest thing to equate this promotion, or not this promotion, but this benefit to, is the cell phones, what they call Lifeline. I was doing Lifeline back when we were running around in shopping centers with a piece of paper, getting people to sign that I had to go take back to the office and get faxed back over to the government. I watched that system evolve into putting it into an app, into a tablet, into them shipping us the phones, and then we giving the phone right then and there on the spot. Do you guys understand what I just said?
Yeah. That you saw their system evolve.
Right. When you see the system evolving, right, to get the system better, that's because they're already looking at it as a business play. Verizon has never given away anything free, guys. Never, ever. You've never heard of it. Right? And now we have a promotion that trumps the cable companies. The cable companies are still charging them even after they take that $30 off. Ours is absolutely free, and it's a much better quality of service. So, you know, to answer your question, absolutely, they could do that. But I see no incentive for them to do that. I don't think that they would do that. And if it is that they ever did that, right, I'm sure that we would be okay. I guess you guys don't, you know, a lot of you guys wasn't here before, previous, right? But Bridge the Gap Marketing was here before ACP was. We sold the product. Great
I got a
question.
question.
Yes.
Crystal had mentioned something about her Repcard. She mentioned something about if you got an iPhone, I could touch your phone, or if you got an Android, I just send you the link. Is that card is the Repcard when you touch the phone just for iPhones, or can you just do any phone?
Actually, so I dealt with something similar to a Repcard, and when Crystal said that, I started thinking about it. It's something in your settings that you have to turn on for an Android in order for it to work. So for an Android, it just takes more time because you have to go in their phone and you have to adjust their settings to be able to read that card as a link. Because what the card does is it's like a link, and so when they tap it, you know how you Apple Pay on your phone with the iPhone?
Okay, yeah.
The thing to the card. But the Android, you have to turn that on as a setting. And I don't really remember how, but it's just going to take more time as opposed to just sending them the link like Crystal does.
Okay.
It's your NFC.
Well, I can tell you, right? Because I've already tried it. It works on Android. Tiger, you have an Android phone. Won't you try it? Well, you don't have your card. Do you have your card?
It's it's your NFC settings that you turn on your phone.
Okay.
There we go.
And that-
That's what I'm talking about. So it
Because-
does work just with your settings.
But I'm telling y'all, if y'all turn your NFC settings on, be careful around devices that pick up that stuff. Because if you're around somebody paying for something, it's gonna pick you up immediately and take money off. You got to be careful with those NFC settings. But yeah, NFC setting.
And you could send a link to yourself, copy it, and put it in your contacts, and you could just send it to people directly through text.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's all right. Yeah, because I do like that card is gonna tear stuff up. That's a nice thing you added. A nice addition.
Powerful, powerful. I should pull up your profile and show them your picture right now.
I have another question.
Yes.
Show them, Quincy.
Yesterday
Don't
I
do
had a
that to us.
customer that was telling me they work from home, and they were asking me could they get like the fastest speed, and I told them we had the gig, and then he told me that he gets a 5 gig, 5G. He said he gets 5G from Xfinity, and that he only pays 70. And I wanted a better rebuttal than the one I had, because I was like, well, they're a shared network, and we're fiber optics, but I'm like, how they got a 5G and we only got the gig? Like, I don't know, because I'm not that technology, I'm not too fond of it like that, but I need to get with it. So I'm like, 5G, it sounds like it is more faster than a 1 gig. Like, how can? Okay, so the gig. Thank you, Joseph. Let me see that. That's it. But if he's telling me he's getting 5, so is it really 5 times that speed, the 800 over 800 5 times?
No.
And we only.
Well, listen, Maria, let us help you now, because we got your question.
Yes.
Obviously, I want to throw the ball around. I want to see who understands this.
I was
Five.
lost. Yeah, I didn't know.
5G is the speed. 5G is the service. The gigabytes we're offering is the speed. So like your phone has 4G, like 4G, your phone is 4G, but the speed of your phone is a different manner. You're talking about speed versus service. And then when you say 5G, that's the service that we're offering. Back in the day, remember we had 4G, 3G, 2G, 1G, and everybody's like, oh, we're coming and we're getting microwaved when they come out with this new 5G. Everybody's going to be microwaved if they're next to a tower. But 5G is service. The gigabyte is the speed.
Right. So
Okay. So basically, you're saying that the 5G is just like the name, like the title of it, but it's not actually like the speed accuracy is not like 5 gigabytes. Like,
Right.
that's
No,
why I was like,
if you're referring to gigabytes, that's like a hard drive. Like I have an 800 gigabyte hard drive per se, but 5G. So you don't want to have like 3G on a gigabyte speed. That'll make it slow. So if you have 5G on a gigabyte speed, that makes it faster. Understand better?
okay.
Yeah.
How would you have told that customer that our service was better if he's telling you he has 5G Xfinity, and I'm like, all I can give him is the gig complete? How would you have?
Well, sir, we all have 5G network, but our 5G network here is our speed is faster for what you're getting. You have, like me, I'm a knowledge geek, so I'll be like, your gigabyte speed, your 5G, find out what they have, because they could be saying 5G and having 300 over 300, or 5G with 500, or 5G with 1 gig. That's what I would ask first, to be honest.
Okay.
So, sir, you have 5G. What is your speed? And they'll be like 300. Well, your 300 speed only tops out at this, and ours top out at that. you know, you have to gain the knowledge of knowing the speed of that and then the speed of us, because our speed is faster at the same rate, and we give
I
them more
got
at
it.
the same rate. So the second question you said, okay, what is your speed, sir? And they'd be like, oh, 500 over 500. Well, our 500 is actually tops out at this. Your 500 tops down here, because like you say, I say you got community internet. When they say Xfinity, you got community internet. And they laugh at oh, community internet. What does that mean? I'll be like, you got community internet. And they start laughing like you did. Oh, you got community internet. And then all of a sudden, I'll be like, well, ours is a dedicated service. Then you can explain more. That's where the knowledge comes in. But you got to know their speed. Because I'll be like, this is what I use. Hey, you got it. What do you got for internet? And they'd be like, Xfinity. I'll be like, oh, you paying $10 over there, huh? And they'd be like, how you know I paid $10? I'll be like, because I know Xfinity always giving out $10 to everybody. But I tell you what, our $10 is zero. We give out $0 and it's faster.
I use that one.
I immediately hook them because most of the people that are with Xfinity pay $10. And the ones that get free, be like, oh, you get it for free? So them kids.
And it's only 100 megabytes per second, yes. And their speed, ours is 300, so I tell them it's twice faster. I said 100 to 300, we're giving you 2 times the speed. So I got that one down pat. But
Boom.
Thank you so much, because
There
I
you
got
go.
the understanding, and now I know, because they're going to call me. So I'm going to explain it to them and ask them their speed, and then tell them how our speed of the gigabyte is and all of that. Thank you.
Yeah, make sure you ask proper questions. Proper questions will give you the better information and hit them over the head.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for that. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you're direct. You want to make sure that you're informative and as simple as possible. 5G is not faster than our gig speed hardline hookup to your at your home, right? It doesn't mean that it's faster at all. You know, by the way, we're gonna at some point we're gonna be into 5G, and right now we already are monitoring it very closely. Now at this point, they have some hiccups, they have some issues. You may be able to get 100 megabits per second. So a gig is 10 times the speed of that. So they're under the impression that they're getting a much faster speed when the truth is it's 10 times the speed with our gig. So, you know, it's about doing your due diligence, right? Obviously, I'm glad you asked the question. I'm hoping that everybody take this question back today. I'm hoping you watch this play back on YouTube so that you fully understand now. And Tiffany, thank you for that question inside the chat. You said, hey, how do I find out about the speeds? YouTube University, right? There were some people who did some pretty good breakdowns of what 5G is. You say, hey, what is 5G? What's the speed? What's the benefits of 5G? Right? Because every company right now is claiming that they have 5G. Right? I know Verizon is, I know T-Mobile is, you know, and then they're saying they'll just ship you a box. But the speed is maybe you get 100 megabits per second. Right? And they'll have to do a speed test to do that. But like Tiger said, that's based around the service. 5G is the name of the service. It doesn't speak to the speed per se. Now, one day, 5G hopefully is going to be much faster. It's going to get much better. They're hoping that that technology is what it is. Like right now, I have 5G on my phone. Doesn't mean my phone is faster than the internet that I have inside my home. Right? So good job there. I'm glad to have that question cleared up, because I know a lot of you guys have that question. Good. We'll take one more and then we'll close out the call.
Can I have a quick question?
Yes.
Now, how do I go about canceling an order? Let's say I have a customer and I spell his name wrong, and I have to redo the order. And I was trying to do that a few days ago, and I wasn't able to do it.
I'm sorry. One more time. You lost me.
Okay, how can I cancel an order? So,
Okay.
or how can I change the name on the order after I already placed it?
Great question. So he wants to know how to cancel the order or how to change anything on the order after he's placed the order. Great question. So obviously you need to call into the Verizon call center, right? The in-house Verizon call center. If we do not have the number, let's make sure that someone posts a number. If I got any managers on this call, right? If I got any call center agents on this call, because we can call directly into Verizon. We want to give them over. We want to literally call them up, say, hey, how you doing? My name is such and such. Give them over the ID. I have a client that actually we need to change the installation date. I have a client that we need to change the name on the order. I have a client that we need to change the address on the order.
Okay, so I did that, and they said I have to. When I called them up, they said they're not able to change the name, and they said I will have to cancel the order and redo a new one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry. Being able to change the name, right? Because again, they have to run a new check. So anytime they have to run a new check, you know, the name is what's going to be needed there. Now, if you're just changing the address, you're just changing the phone number, if you're changing the installation date.
So with that, I know that had happened with me where a name was spelled differently. So when I called the Verizon call center, I had to redo the order. And sometimes when you have to redo an order because it's the name might be spelled wrong, but it's the same social, you end up having to call CVC because it's too many applications open, and then they want to know why.
Okay.
Now you just let them know that, you know, they had the spelling of their name wrong.
Okay. Okay.
Not all the time you might not got a call, but sometimes.
Yeah. Well, they're going to let you know. Once you call into the Verizon call center, they're going to say, hey, you know, what we need to do is get you over to CVC. CVC will let you know what we need to do. And then now at that point, inform you, I think, right? Inform you of, hey, listen, we got too many open. Why were you trying to place this in this sale? Because they can see it. It leaves a trail.
But they also told me too to write down the old order number, and when I call in, just refer to the old order number, and they can already know why I'm calling back.
Absolutely. So, and the reason why they do that is because they got all these tabs open, and all of these are orders that can be placed and go through. None of them went through yet. So let's just say they approved this order, and now you created another order. They rather go back to the one that was already approved instead of dealing with getting another one approved. So this is good. I hope that you guys watch this back on the playback because a lot of value there. You know, these are things that you won't know until you're in the trenches with Verizon, right? And that's exactly why we do calls like this, so that you guys so that we can cut your learning curve. You know, now you know it's just as much as someone who's been here for 6 or 7 months, and you might have just been here 6 or 7 days. All right. Guys, with that being said, I hope we've said something that definitely going to make sure that you increase your sales this week here. Super excited about it. Let's kick ass. Let's take names. I will see you guys on Friday when we celebrate you for those 1, 2, 3, 4, and sometimes even 5K checks later. Love you all. Let's get it, gang.